Hey everyone, welcome back to our Data Unscripted podcast. Today we're discussing the difference between data engineers, analytics engineers, and data analysts, their roles and responsibilities, and the tools they use on a daily basis.
Oh, that's a great topic, Corey. These roles might sound similar, but they're quite distinct in their focus and responsibilities.
So let's get started with data engineers. What exactly do they do?
Data engineers often work with programming languages like Python, Java, and Scala. They're also proficient in big data technologies like Hadoop and Spark, and cloud platforms like AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure. They also use ETL tools, both SQL and NoSQL databases, and these are just like the top examples that come to mind. Their work usually involves ingesting data from one database and moving it to another, orchestrating data pipelines, and optimizing performance and cost.
That's quite a technical skill set.
Yeah.
Now, how does an analytics engineer differ from a data engineer?
That's a great question because analytics engineers are the people who bridge the gap between data engineers and data analysts. So while data engineers build the infrastructure, analytics engineers, they mostly focus on transforming the raw data into analysis-ready data set. And they have a solid understanding of engineering aspects and some understanding of the business domain that analysts are operating in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, and it's definitely what we see in the field. What would you say are the specific responsibilities that analytics engineers have?
So their main tasks include, one, ingesting data from standard business sources like CRM, marketing automation tools, etc. Creating and maintaining those data models, implementing data transformation pipelines, and ensuring data consistency and quality. These are the most common tasks.
Got it. What about the tools they use? What do they most frequently use in the field?
So they typically use SQL and Python for data modeling, and sometimes dbt. They also work with version control systems like Git, and they do it on top of a cloud data warehouse like Snowflake or BigQuery. And they mostly work closely with data analysts to support them and ensure that they have everything they need.
Spot on. Which leads me to data analysts. I mean, data analysts are like the ones who interpret the data to provide insights and provide and support decision making. Mm-hmm. They're like the storytellers of the data world.
I like it. That's a great way of putting it. So yeah, data analysts interpret data to provide actionable insights. They analyze trends, create dashboards, do ad hoc analysis, and communicate their findings to relevant stakeholders. So you can see that their work is split into ad hoc stuff, which is mostly wrangling with data via SQL, and data modeling, which requires a proper data development workflow.
Exactly. So what tools do they use on a regular basis for their work?
So their toolkit includes SQL for data analysis and modeling, spreadsheet software like Excel for pivoting and doing like bespoke analysis, BI tools like Tableau for visualization, and sometimes statistical analysis tools like Python or R for more advanced use cases. But in broad strokes, their primary goal is to turn data into meaningful business intelligence.
Yeah, that makes complete sense. There's some overlap between these roles, even though they are quite well defined. In many companies, we see them running into bottlenecks and friction, mainly between analysts and analytics engineers. What are the main issues that we see people tackling?
Yeah. You're completely right about the overlapping and friction. So the biggest challenges I see in every company we talk to is capacity bottlenecks. So you see, traditionally, data analysts are relying on data engineers to make changes to models, meaning tables, that they use in their BI tools or for their ad hoc analysis, which can cause significant delays because analytics engineers are overloaded with work and are usually a small team and they support a lot of analysts. So think about a situation where the data analyst needs to add a simple when. So say you have a SQL query and they have a case when statement. To add that when clause, in cases where the analysts don't have access to the data transformation layer, they would need to open a ticket and wait days and sometimes weeks to get that change in, right? So that's simply not acceptable in today's world anymore.
And the thing is, data analysts already write SQL code. If they get access to the data transformation layer that the analytics engineers manage and can make their changes in a structured, well-defined way, they can get a huge productivity and velocity boost.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Ori. Luckily, there are new tools available that provide more flexible, collaborative infrastructure where analysts can handle some of the data transformation themselves, while the platform is taking care of everything else, the workflow and the proper guardrails. And unbiased, we should check out Montaro.
Great point. And I think this is a good place to wrap up for today. Thanks, Daddy.
Yeah, sure. Talk to you later. Bye, Ori.
Bye-bye.